Okay. We'll continue working on our quest with Siamese skulls. And last time, what we did was we arrived on, let me see, Upogre Island, and we need to find some laboratory there. This quest seemed very interesting. Siamese. I keep forgetting how to properly say this. And this Siamese, okay. Now we need accepted this quest from Arthur Tyron, and he needs us to find proof of half-ogre breeding being done on half-ogre Island. That's what we're here for. And you can see it's right there. Then home. Well, next I'll go to their home, I think. Probably will talk here a lot. Then I will stay in this costume. Reaction plus 20 is could be useful. Let's look around. Forest. Okay, I don't want to get carried away. It could be very interesting to explore surrounding area, but not necessary at the moment. So yeah, we see this building and this main point of view that we oops, where it begins. Oh, curious. Unlocked. Half-ogre laboratory journal. That's it. That's easy. Oh my goodness. I want to find half-ogre. Let's see what's written there. Experiment 1004A, section 5. The male human, female half-ogre coupling producing offspring seems to be an extremely rare occurrence and cannot be depended on for significant numbers. The female human male half-ogre experiments fare much better, but with 100% loss of host. Experiment 1008.5 CE, section 2. Our rate of experimentation has increased with the new influx of the female subject from the lower part of society. These new hosts can not even be relied upon to go to term, being in such poor health, suffering from common ailments. Those living in this manner are subject to. A healthier source of subject would help immensely. As I have some new surgical ideas I would like to implement, but the subjects I have to work with would not hold up under the knife. Experiment 1015E, Section 1. The new surgical techniques we are applying have reduced the numbers of fatalities by removing the unborn before term. The hosts seem to be viable for 3 harvests before the bodies fail. Subnote 1. Some of my less dedicated colleagues have had to be dismissed as they were expressing doubts about our new female host. I have no such compunction. Once they're here, they're a number to me and nothing more. Scientific advancement would never occur if the weak-willed were to have their say. Okay. Anything else in this building? Looks like not. Oh, look at this. By the way. Load out the save. Oh no. Then load this one. Yep. Great. So fate points for this quest. Wow, this is good. We already have 2 fate points. Very nice. Let's just travel around this island. No, first enemy. Oh, no, no, no. Let's go. So that's it. Nothing to do on this island. Okay, let's go home. Not home, but to Caledon. Just... Yes. I'll go take a nap. Wait. think we can sleep here. Until the morning. I'm glad you're here. You're working with Darren? Why not? Uh-oh. Darren, actually. Why, where's Darren? I don't know what I'm speaking. So, I'm to believe you wandered to Mr. Darren's house for chance. By chance. Come now. We both know that is not true. Please, tell me where he is. I was meant to meet him here. We want to exchange important information. I don't believe you. What have you done with him? Could be asking for the same thing, barging into his house uninvited. I have been a colleague of his for quite some time, and he never mentioned you, but I don't know who you are and what you have recently acquired. Something that could be damning to certain parties yet? No, what makes you think that I have? I see you're wary. That is smart, as the trail we are following is a dangerous one. He thinks for a moment. Very well, I will share with you the information I have gathered, and you can decide for yourself whether to believe me or not. I'm not certain how much of it I believe myself, but this is what I've found out. I'm listening. About 55 years ago, a group of gnomes from various parts of Arcanum began to acquire large amounts of money from investments of the new technology. As they health and as their wealth and perceived influence began to grow, age-old prejudices began to surface. Gnomes were thought to be miserly thieves. The other races did not trust them to gain power. Go on. Those thieves, beatings and threats, mysterious letters in the light, warning the little gnomes to keep to their place. The gnomes tried human bodyguards to no avail. Any human that would be a bodyguard to a gnome at that time was by definition an untrustworthy, shiftless sort. At first they tried unsuccessfully to breed elves and orcs into some bestial magic hybrids to do their bidding. The Siamese twins. Exactly. But you know all about what happened with them. Now, don't you? It was a foolhardy idea to begin with. At any rate, orcs have a natural dislike for gnomes, and the gnomes needed something much more docile. Docile. I'm listening. The next obvious choice seemed to be the half-ogres. Tired of being hunted and the promise of large amounts of food gained the gnomes extremely loyal bodyguards. But there was a problem. And half-ogre was a very rare thing in those days, and with good scientific reasons for being so. And the gnomes without bodyguards were used as a leverage against those protected. Please continue. The greatest concentration of these gnomes were in Tarant, which was still a monarchy at the time. They pleaded with the king for his help, but the last thing the king wanted was a group of rich banker gnomes with power in his kingdom. The beatings continued, and the king and his court turned a blind eye to their plight. That was when, well, let's call him Mr. X, decided to act. Mr. X? Yes, he hired a prostitute to go home with him one evening, and he locked her in his basement, where he also happened to be keeping a full-blooded ogre. You can imagine what happened then. She died giving birth, as was to be expected, but Mr. X now had his future bodyguard. He recruited some other gnomes, and the kidnappings began in earnest. What happened then? For safety's sake, they set up a breeding laboratory on the island to use it. Their plan wasn't working out as well as they had hoped, as the women all died giving birth. And the more prostitutes that disappeared, the more the authorities were looking into their affairs. They decided to try surgical means of delivery, but the women were too sickly to survive that. Go on. This is when the king's hirelings discovered what was happening. Unfortunately for the king, though, the gnomes had become incredibly rich in this time, rich enough in fact to purchase the king's murder and the kidnapping of the queen and her young son. Rumors began circulating immediately, pointing to the queen as the killer of the husband. The queen was brought to the island, wasn't she? Yes, she was the patient in the first successful operation. She was smothered 3 before she passed, I believe. Soon after the Industrial Council gained power in Tarant, the disappearances of prostitutes began to slow down. But a mysterious rush of disappearances of the wives and daughters of the political enemies of the council began. That is horrible. They only lasted for a short time. However, as they had now bred enough half-ogre females to no longer need to rely on human breeders. They have hundreds of them now, kept in cages on a breeding farm somewhere. They keep this whole thing in a cloud of mystery by releasing half-truths, lies, and even real information through unstable individuals like Tyron. So no one believes any of it. Exactly. Everyone believes it to be the imaginings of madmen and paranoids. Is this all true? That's a good question. We must not to be anxious to believe it, because we want it to be true, or too anxious to disbelieve it, because we want it to be false. We must remain neutral in our decision as to whether it's true or not. What? That's absurd. That's absurd. It is either true or it isn't. Then none of it is true. Well, maybe some of it. I'll bring proof to the press. I'll expose this whole thing. What do you have? Nothing you have. A journal that was left for you to find on purpose, which could have been written last week. What have you seen? Why I believe you saw an abandoned warehouse, nothing more, save what your twisted imagination made it out to be. Why are you doing this? We always need more converts to spread the word. You might have had real information, but now you don't know anything. What have I told you that's real? Feel free to tell anyone everything I have told you. I am sure the press would love to hear your story, perhaps. Good day to you, sir. It has been a pleasure. My pleasure has not yet begun. It involves your ex... Satan.
Hey, don't understand why we're attacking such a decent. I won't do this for much longer. Sure, I'll do it right away.
Pocket watch. Who is this? Hmm. So that's it? The end of story? Oh, that's a poor story. It's kind of not finalized. I'm going to Tarant. Then to Dernholm. The phone number 4. I load one more time. Oh no, I think I will load this one. see.
Hey, I don't understand why we're attacking such a decent time. I won't do this for much longer.
Okay, reload number 4. Go to Tarant. Wait. I have evidence of a conspiracy you may be interested in. A look of suspicion crossed his face. What do you mean, conspiracy? Is it some type of jest? The Industrial Council has been illegally breeding half-orcs. Ha! And I suppose you have proof of this? Yes, I do, told him the general. By the gods! Quick, put it away! He hands it back to you. This is dangerous to you. Hear me. Do you hear me? I can't take it here. Bring it to my office in Caledon. Sam Longwell will help you with this. It is 7 cents saving you. Hurry and don't tell anyone else about this. I'm on my way. Uh-oh. I think now I'll have more enemies. Just let's go and see what this guy will say. Let's save here. Oops. Disappeared. Let's read the quest. Any notes, by the way? No notes. Quite a bit of quests left. What? What is it? A sleeping soldier. Had evidence of a conspiracy you may be interested in. A look of suspicion crossed his face. What do you mean, conspiracy? This type of jest? The Industrial Council has been illegally breeding half-ogres. Let's say I was interested in this story, I would need proof. So right here, show him the journal. By the gods, this is astounding. I can make my reputation with a story like this. If you leave this with me, I'll print it in entirety. It will be the story of the century. What would you pay me for? Okay, here it is given. I don't think so, I must believe. What are you jesting? On journalist salary? I could give you 100 coins, what do you say? No. Okay, here it is, give him the book. Looking through the book, I can't believe this. This is what I have been waiting for. I'll light this up now to get tomorrow paper. I believe it now. How store's shaping up? I'm still working on it. It should be in the papers by tomorrow, as I said. I think he will be killed. That's for sure. Let's see. Let's sleep till another morning. So, is she still alive? Oops. Oopsie, oops. No. He's not here anymore. Most likely there will be a story that journalist was killed. That's it. Let's go to Dan home. How about some rumors? Darnholm. Ashbury is okay. What? Why do I need Darnholm? Ah, maybe someone can direct me where Tula is. Ah, because I left that guy from Tula there. Yes, that was the reason. Maybe he can just take me to Tula finally. Where is he? I think he was somewhere around. Oh, I forgot why I left him. Oh. No, not here. Okay, I think I have another quest here. I have to tell some lady about her father or brother. Okay. Junk dealer. What kind of junk do you sell? No, that's important. Hey, come on. Sartum. Not you. Will it tell us something? 10 coins. Good day to you. Oh, okay. Liana Peldar and Cumbria. Of Cumbria. Where is Liana Peldar? I think Cumbria is this one. Wait. Someone is there. Human villager. Sleeping during the day. Very productive.
How can I help you?
Aha! Found. Sir, it's nice to see you again. Greetings, Liana. Have you a moment? What can I help you with? Can you train me to be throne expert, Liana? Tell me about yourself, Liana. I'd like to speak with you about Cumbria. I bring news of Maximilian, Liana. Her eyes widen, unbelieving. Oh my god, Maximilian. We never dreamed that he was still alive. Where is he? He's on the Isle of Despair. Tell her the story. I see. There is determination in her eyes and hope. Thank you, my friend. My father would have been so happy. He used to talk to Maximilian endlessly, saying how Cumbria would have been even greater had he taken his rightful place on the throne. She looks to the east. Perhaps that might still come to pass. I will go and return with the true king. I certainly hope so. Farewell. Yeah. One more quest is done.
What is it that you want of me?
Nothing, nothing. Will he even talk to me? Oh, something new. My daughter was chosen to take up with August Farad, Prince of Ireland, against my wishes. Please tell me more. I fear my harshness has given her away. She refuses to communicate with me. You'd like me to get word to her? Yes, I believe she's living in Caledon, capital of Ireland, with the prince. Will you help? Of course, how could I not? May the gods bless you, my son. He thinks for a moment. I believe she must have taken one of my ships to get to Caledon. Perhaps you should start by speaking with one of my dock workers. They may have some information for you. I'll return with word from her shortly. Yeah, I remember those quest. He kind of hesitated to give it to me. And probably I just have to reach a certain level. And then he kind of ready to share it with me. And now we have one more quest from the king. Cumbria. Dockers. Let's see. What we have here? Dockers. There are dockers, but there are no ships. And where are the dockers, by the way? Sure, what do you mean? Daft man? Okay. Let's see if it's a princess. Not since she got on the boat. What was it? Oh, about a month ago. I told the captain he was a tool for attempting to sail on that weather, but did anyone listen to old Bernard? The weather was that bad? The worst I'd seen in age. I'll tell you that. Damned fool. He was meant to be back from Caledon by now. As well, if the king finds out, there'll be hell to pay. Thank you for your time. Good day. Find out what happened to the Black Mountain Clan. Oh look, I even didn't get this quest. Yeah. And that's it, no dockers. That was the docker. I have an idea. I actually have these 2 points of fate, and I think we still have to find out who killed Musk. Not Musk, but Misk, of course. The quest that this lady gave us. And I think this guy killed him. The empty wine glass has a strange pungent odor. So probably we need to steal this from him. And we can investigate further. Let's try. Pickpocket. I'm succeeded. But what do I do with this? Let's go to detective. That's it, okay. What about this, for example? I already don't know what to do. But these quests, they're tricky. I tried a lot of things. I'll go to Panari. Greeting, in the name of the Nasruddin, welcome of the first Panari temple here in Caledon. How might I be of service? Greetings. Just taking a look around. Nice. Yeah, I remember I explored everything. And there was a hole in the wall. Maybe somewhere here. And I thought, okay, I'll leave it for the next time. Probably this is good time. Mm. Okay, I think I'll stop for now. Take a pause. And we'll come back tomorrow, I think. Thanks so much for watching. And see you soon.